And we're back on the Morning Brew. I'm Larry Aarons with Aaron Muffletto.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about weddings. So this is nice. My wedding anniversary was last week.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
12 years with my gorgeous lady. I'm very pleased. And so let's talk about weddings a little bit so we can celebrate anniversaries.
Yes.
All right. There's a big wedding fair coming up, and Joy Baca Gutierrez is with us. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What's going on with this wedding fair?
We actually have a bridal show happening this Sunday. It is Super Bowl Sunday, so we entitled the event Super Bride Sunday. So we want all the super brides out there with us. The event, just, traditional stuff, to help you plan your wedding. All of photographers, of course, and we also have, just all the traditional stuff, cake vendors, venues, things like that, just all ready there to help plan the big day.
Joy is with Albuquerque Event and Wedding Planner Magazine. I forgot to mention that, so yeah. But it's happening Sunday. What time?
12 to 4 at Hotel Albuquerque. And we will have the big game, the pre-game airing as well. We have some games is what we actually do, which makes our bridal shows a little more interactive, which is a lot of fun. We have our bridal party scavenger hunt, and so brides bring their whole party, find items around the room to win, and it's actually a date night complete with a hotel stay at Hotel Albuquerque and dinner for 2 gardenias.
Oh, wow.
And then our other game we incorporated with our fall show, which we were here talking about, is our Daisy Dollar game. And the way that works is it's play money. And brides interact with the vendors at the show, and the big prize is a bridal gown from Bridal Elegance by Darlene.
Very nice.
So they could win their bridal gown if they come down and hang out with us.
And there will be a ton of vendors there, including photography vendors, such as Brian's Photography.
This is Mara Shoemaker from Brian's Photography, and you are a photographer yourself.
I am.
Yeah.
I manage his studio. Great place to work.
Is it? Yeah, good. Well, you love doing weddings, don't you?
Yes.
Especially.
I'm also the wedding specialist, so I love talking about weddings. I'm also getting married myself this year.
Oh, good for you.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you. And I love going to Joy's bridal fairs because I can also look and pick and see all the vendors there that are going to be, and I can get an idea for my own wedding as well.
Well, you've seen a few weddings through the lens of your camera.
Definitely.
So you have some ideas and on how you want it to go. What should people know, first of all, about selecting a photographer for their wedding? What's the biggest thing?
I think when brides start searching for a wedding photographer and they get on Google and they kind of don't have an idea of what they're looking for and they're just going off of the images, of course that's very important. You want to like the photographer's style. But I think what separates us from all the other studios in town is how personable we are. And it's very, very important to us to become friends with our clients. And you're not just a dollar sign to us. So we want you to come back, and we want you to be as comfortable in front of the camera with us as possible. So I think that's what's most important to us.
Very nice.
Yes, and I can say this from our personal relationship with them. They do excellent work, and I'm not just saying that. We've actually grown ourselves, and we've seen even some of our clients that attend the bridal shows, they grow with them as well. And so we've seen them start with their wedding. Before we know it, we're seeing the baby pictures, we're seeing the family photos, the annual Christmas, and they've actually done our own photos ourselves, and I was just so blown away. She actually photographed it, and she did just a great job. So I really think they are one of the great photographers in town. Good quality, and they're very personable. I think working with my daughter, it was I think it was fun. They really captured a lot of it, and so I can say that from personal experience as well. And also, if you catch any of our magazines as well, they do a lot of our custom photo shoots that we do. So they're really great to work with. They think outside the box, just really get creative and make you feel comfortable. And that's what I think is important when you're behind that camera.
Yeah, and one of the pluses of attending bridal fairs is a lot of time you'll get a lot of deals. Right. If you go to the photographer through a bridal fair or whatever it is at the bridal fair.
Right.
So are there a lot of those deals like this bridal fair this weekend?
We do, and that's how we incorporated the Daisy Dollar game because we felt that it's an icebreaker. So with the game, it does allow them to be able to say, hey, we're here to get our play monies for these other games later. And that does give the icebreaker for the vendors, which we did find out in the fall. Was something that got the conversation going, and then they would find out different deals and things like that they had to offer at the show. So it was a lot of fun.
Martin, I'm curious how you do a wedding, because I've been to a lot of weddings, and you watch the photographer at work, and good photographers can capture, I don't know how it is, some can't capture it and some can get the essence of it all. How do you find those private moments or those intimate moments or those, how do you make it special? I just want to know what your secret is.
I feel that when I'm at a wedding, I'm trying to be a ninja. I'm trying to be not noticed. Don't want the bride to notice me going around, but I'm also paying very close attention to the bride and groom and their interactions and trying to catch like little moments between them.
Yes.
And those I feel are the best pictures because they're more natural.
Yeah.
And of course we do all the posed ones. but
Sure.
I think the way that your pictures are going to look the best is just relax in front of the camera and be natural and just, it's your wedding day. Be with your sweetie and you'll get the best pictures possible.
Yeah. Now, one of the things that I'm trying to figure out now as well, because I'm a bride-to-be, is, well, thank you. Well, when is the time before that I should start booking a photographer?
We are, right now is our busiest months for booking because of all the bridal fairs going on. And we're usually, we get brides that book probably about a year to 6 months is probably the most important.
Yeah, because the weekends fill up, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
During
Saturday
wedding
weddings our Saturdays get very, very booked. But
Yes.
if you're having a wedding on a non-Saturday, we do offer discounts for that because of course we're not as busy.
Right.
What are you thinking, Anna? Don't know yet.
I don't know yet.
Right, and we're finding too with some of the brides, we already have a lot of brides attending the shows that are already getting married in 2016.
Oh,
so what we've
really?
done with our magazine is in the back of our magazine there is a wedding planning guide that kind of helps people along the way that, you know what, they haven't gotten to that point of getting the wedding planner, they don't know where to start. So that's always one resource that we're really excited to have, and we've gotten feedback that it has really worked for brides. So we were really pleased to get that feedback. But yeah, some are booking as far as 2 years in advance, we're finding. So
Yeah,
if they want that really huge dream wedding, that's what they have to do to make sure they stay within their budget.
So this is the time that you should be starting to plan if your wedding is a year or two away.
Right, and if not, I know that the vendors are so accommodating. I mean, sometimes it could be because it could be military. They might be going, overseas or whatnot. And so venues, and if the vendors here are really, really accommodating to that. If you have only a 3-month time frame or a 6-month time frame, they'll do their best to help you. They're really, really friendly.
Yeah.
What do you find, Joy, is the best way to get organized? Because there's so many details to this. As you advise these brides and grooms to be, how do you tell them to organize their thinking and
That is
get
a
all
great
this
question,
covered?
Larry.
Thank you.
Honestly,
I'm trying to figure
I'm
that
trying to
out
help you out.
Yeah, no. Honestly, I think I'm a very organized person just by nature, thankfully.
Yeah.
But I actually just, when I planned my own wedding, I got the checklist and started from there.
Yeah.
And then, you see, of course, on TV shows, the binders and things like that. And now we have electronics. But you know what? Use as many resources as you can find. I mean, we have ours. There are some other great resources available. Use as many as you can find just to get yourself going and start your checklist.
Yeah.
Of course, the biggest thing everybody always says is find your budget.
Yeah.
And one thing we did feature in our current issue that's out, if you want to pick it up, I can bring you some actually,
Yeah.
is we actually contacted local wedding experts, and they were one as well. We did different categories, and we actually asked them, what are your top 5 tips for brides? And so it's in there as well, and that was we're finding is very helpful because brides just don't know what to do. They feel intimidated, or they want to make sure that they're finding that win-win with that vendor. And it's not just about hiring that vendor, it's making sure that you have a good, your personalities click.
Yeah.
You make sure you have that good communication, because really at the end of the day, you're going to be working for them for the next year. So
Yeah.
you want to make sure that it is someone that you do get along with well, that you feel you can call at any time and ask any questions. So I think just really doing your research is where the
Yeah, the
great first
relationship
place.
goes
I have
for
one last little question real
Yeah.
quick. What is the average budget for a bride?
It can range. I mean, it just depend. It does depend on on what a person's goal is. I mean,
Yeah.
it could range anywhere from a $5,000 wedding all the way up to the $20,000 and $30,000 weddings. And it just really depends on what the goal is really.
Yeah.
How elaborate do they want to go? and you can do a beautiful wedding with as little as $5,000.
A good vendor is a flexible vendor.
Yeah.
Right, right.
So you're saying negotiating.
Yes.
We're all about information here on the Morning Brew. That's what we're
I
about.
can do that.
This bridal fair is this Sunday, and location again?
Hotel Albuquerque from 12 to 4, and brides can visit nmplanner.com for more information.
Very
Joy
nice.
Bucket Guitars and Mara Shoemaker from Brian's Photography. All right, we'll be back with jewelry next on